John Sheehan is laying out the foundations of an adjoining circular house on the tiny 40 square metre site.
You have to ask yourself first, what are the monks doing in the house? Essentially what you're looking at are sleeping rooms, two conjoined sleeping rooms. We'd estimate that between 4 and 6 people would have slept in a conjoined house of this size.
But who were these people? And how did they live? To fill in their story, scientist and 3D visualization expert Gavin Duffy has decided to bring Caherlahillan back to life. He's going to recreate it using high-resolution 3D graphics. Aerial photography allows Gavin to record the overall architecture of the space. And, combined with John Sheehan's excavation data, Gavin can reimagine Caherlahillan exactly as it was 1,500 years ago. The discovery of these exotic items support an emerging theory that Christian ideas and objects arrived via trade routes which originated in the East. Gavin Duffy has assembled an early glimpse of Caherlahillan, but he needs the expert's help to reconstruct the site accurately.
No, I think it looks great, isn't it, Tomas?
Excellent, yeah. I suppose there would be 1 or 2 changes we could make. I mean, the door looks spot on. Maybe the lintel could be lowered a bit. But the main thing about the overall form would be that the roof could probably have a steeper pitch. They tend to have very steep pitches in this period.
Oh, so you have the beware pot in there, that's great.
And surely they would have kept it in the church.
Yeah, that's...
Ireland in the 5th century is an enigma. Gavin's 3D model will provide history's first window into this period.
Probably of wood.
Despite its diminutive size, this simple church site broadcast an unmistakable message. Christianity had arrived.
They set out the enclosure, they built their church at the east end, the sort of more sacred side of the site, and then buried their dead in around this church. And that's quite a radical idea in Ireland, the idea that you're living with your dead. It's something that you don't get in the Iron Age. It's something that you don't get in the Roman world either. It's a Christian idea.
The circular enclosure separated Ireland's first Christians from the profane pagan world outside. They constructed their buildings with local materials, timber, wattle and mud. Although tiny Christian sites like Caherlahillan spread across Ireland throughout the 5th century, they were just another minority faith. But by the 6th century, Christianity began to dominate the pagan gods. Clonmacnoise was Ireland's most celebrated early Christian monastery, but it could be Ireland's first city. Today, it's undergoing extensive scientific research to find out. Gavin Duffy has incorporated the geophysics results into an early 3D model. For Heather, it's a defining moment. It could prove her long-cherished theory that Clonmacnoise was a city.
Inside and outside that enclosure, there must have been a lot more.
Fellow archaeologist Con Manning is helping to interpret the results.
That could be a roadway there.
Yeah, actually width-wise it would be about right, wouldn't it? I have one street down in the city of Clonmacnoise that's exactly like that. A street that's about 3 metres in width and revetted on stones on either side. So
Not only is there an outer enclosure, they've also uncovered a series of buildings and a road. Evidence of town planning. Evidence of organisation. Over 1,000 years ago, Ireland was a shining light, and Clonmacnoise was the greatest of its many achievements. New evidence suggests that once an important secular city surrounded its ecclesiastical buildings. These were the most impressive sacred structures of the first millennium. But the vast measure of its wealth and success hadn't gone unnoticed. In Mellifont, he designed a monastery that reflected Cistercian spiritual ideals. Spartan, elegant construction which concentrated on simplicity, harmony and light.